Hello and welcome to the Young Turks Dream Decade. I'm Shireen Bhan. Over the next 30 minutes, we travel the length and breadth of the country to bring you some of India's hottest young entrepreneurs. This week on the show, we continue to put the spotlight on the booming e-commerce business in India. On YT Gets Real, we bring you the story of Flexi Moms. And on the YT Buzz, we tell you about everything that's hot and happening in the world of entrepreneurship. A quick glimpse of what we have lined up. Our first guest decided to bet on the fact that the mobile is the new PC. He launched his company in 2008 and the idea was very simple. Cash in on the opportunities that cricket throws up. So Zenga decided to produce the world's largest cricket application. It's called CrickZenga. He also manages the mobile sites for the IPL and the Champions League. The company's already done a turnover of 6 crore rupees this year. So we decided to send Shruti to dial in to the Zenga story.
The emergence of mobile apps is being seen as the next big bet for entrepreneurs. And catering to this over 700 million mobile user market in India is 34-year-old Shabir Momin. Focusing on digital entertainment on the mobile, Shabir launched Zenga in 2008 with 10 crore rupees. Creating applications like Zenga TV, a television service on mobile that has over 6 million users every month, Zenga has also developed CrickZenga, the world's largest cricket app on mobile with more than 8 million users, and Zenga Mail, a unique push mail solution for mobile.
Currently in Zenga we have 2 segments that we operate at. One is services that we operate, where we create our own technologies, like we have mobile TV service which operates at 2.5G and 3G and 4G and Wi-Fi as well. And apart from that we have Zenga Mail, which is an email solution, which is a push mail solution. And then we have Cricket Companion, which is the cricket scoreboard application. Currently Cricket Companion is the world's largest application base. We have about 6.5–7 million users now.
So what would you say is the USP of Zenga? What is it that makes it different from the other competitors? And is there competition?
Well, in mobile TV space, I would say we don't consider the others competition because we use a very different technology than the others do. Every other technology, they use something called download and play, which basically cuts a capsule of video, processes it, sends it down to the phone, and it starts playing, and while it is playing it downloads another capsule of it. But if the data connection breaks out, which is very often in India, and because of low bandwidth capabilities, the buffering and the bad experiences happen. Whereas in our case we do a frame on frame real time streaming, which is why the experience is rich and it's continuous and live. So user, even though it's a smaller screen, I don't think the challenge is about smaller screen or a larger screen. I think the challenge is more about the experience. Apart from experience, what we also bring in is a lot of exclusive content. So we have Colors and MTV as exclusive content with us, and we have the capability of injecting ads into the stream exactly the same format as TV. So this is as far as the mobile TV goes.
Television on mobile is the next frontier, moving the focus of entertainment from a family to a single person.
Right.
What made you dial into this mobile mania, and what is the kind of opportunity that you see in this nascent sector?
There are 2 aspects to it. One is the affordability of a product like this, which is where we did our R&D and figured out ways of doing it at the lowest bitrate possible. So we can stream at as low as 20–25 kbps of bandwidth, whereas all of the competitions worldwide, they need a minimum of 75 kbps to sustain a live stream. And India falls in the bracket of 20–50 kbps of streaming, which is where we do very well on that space. So this gives also a lot of affordability for the user because they are consuming lesser data in the same time that they would consume others as the largest piece of data. So what we do is we also have the capability of taking some of these programs and putting it on a time frame which is meant for the prime time of mobile. And we've done those experiments and we've seen a lot of uptakes happening.
Zenga has also successfully managed mobile sites for cricketing properties like IPL and Champions League T20 since 2009. With a 50-50 revenue share with his content partners, Shabir has already dialed in revenues of over 6 crore rupees this year. But just how has the partnership worked out for Shabir?
We did well from a delivery point of view. I would not say commercially we did anything. We actually lost money. But from there on, what we did was, the subsequent years onwards, we've been working with BCCI directly, where they have been taking our services in managing their website, their mobile site, their applications and deliveries, such as that. And these sites are very intense sites. They go into world ranking every year when they hit the season. And we go through multiple hack attacks. We manage all that. I would say the relationship is going great. If you've seen recently, there was bids for IPL, which happened, and website was kept out of it because we've been doing it, and BCCI I think has over time built the confidence that we are the partner who will be able to take this forward and move it.
At present, television hogs most of the cricket lovers' attention. What is the kind of time frame that you really believe that you would really be able to compete with television? People
are already consuming a lot of TV on mobile, whether it is sports or whether it is entertainment or it's general entertainment. I mean, you will be surprised people watch Uttaran on mobile. I mean, that's a show that most of the people think that that's not something that people will watch on mobile. But I have about 1.5 lakh users watching Uttaran every evening on mobile. And I think it's all about the notional value. I mean, it's the broadcast medium is very big. It has the biggest audience. I don't think we'll ever be able to replace them. But if you see the behavior pattern and the lifestyle of users are changing. I mean, they're having lesser time for themselves at home.
So what have been your efforts in making this shift happen? Are you putting in more applications so that you actually get this audience on mobile?
Yeah, the first thing that we did to have higher adaptation and people to realize and adapt it is we made it free. India is a very price sensitive market, and we see that anything that you give free, people don't mind trying. But something that you top it up with a lot of price point, people hesitate in trying, even though the service would be good. So that's been, I think, the key adaptation mechanism that we've used.
And so what are the kind of packages that are on offer for this price sensitive Indian audience?
So all our live TV channels, for example, are free. We have certain premium contents which we charge money. For example, we have movies which we charge 10 rupees for 10 days.
Okay.
So it is roughly about ₹1 a day, which is hardly any cost.
So tell us about CrickZenga. That is one of your most successful apps.
Right.
Tell us about it.
Basically, CrickZenga, I would say it happened like an accident to us. Then we saw the need of a good app, because whenever there's a cricket happening, everybody's trying to go to a website, figure out ways to get the information fastest. So we thought, why don't we build something? And we built a simple app initially, and then we saw good uptake happening, and then we polished it and got it to the very best version that it could have. We are recently going to launch a new social media engaged version of Cricket Companion, which will have links up with Facebooks and other things, so you'll be able to post your scores and all that on the Facebook, do a discussion around it.
Alright, with 3G coming in, what is the kind of growth that you see for your business?
Well, I guess by the time that 3G actually becomes effective, we'll have 4G.
Okay.
So, currently we do have 3G, but the 3G, we still don't get the right bandwidth. I mean, 99% of the market, the land space of India, we don't have a 3G activated as yet.
All right.
And this is going to be like this for the next 1 or 2 years.
And even, do you think they're very highly priced? Do you think they will actually use it?
It is very highly priced. I mean, I don't think people would adapt 3G at that price point on a personal pocket level. It's a big barrier to get in and start adopting 3G.
With a team of over 100, Shabir has already managed to tie up with 21 channels like Colors and MTV, and he is now looking to increase his portfolio of apps for the coming season.
I think Champions League is coming up. That's something in the cricket space. We are looking at something to grow on the mobile TV space for a lot of content side. MTV website is something that we should be able to go and look at. That's something which is going to change very soon with a new flavor coming into the market, and I think a lot of crispy content, a lot of additional content, so choice will increase for the users. There is already a lot of channels and content available. We have about 700 odd movies available, and I think we're looking at growing the numbers basically, so giving more choice to the user and adoptions.
Smartphone sales are on a rise in India, and there are over 40 million people who are accessing net over the phone.
Right.
How do you see VCs taking note of this kind of an opportunity?
VCs, I think they have their eyes wide open at this moment, and in spite of the past few years of recession and all that, I think India is the market to be for VCs, and they are looking at